Namaste Moonians, welcome new viewers and my lovely divine ones. Today we have a pick a card coming up for what the spirit has for you, messages coming in. Perhaps all the cards will have a theme which I'm about to talk about, so you'll know the theme of it better if there is a change, but we are just being open and listening to what the universe is guiding us towards. Alright? So this is number one, dare to dream bigger starting today. Number two is love starts from within. And number three is open your eye. See which one are you drawn towards. Let me give you a few objects also. So for pile number one, we have the smiley. You'll see the close-up in the next chapter. So let's go forward. For number two, we have a rose. This is a smiley badge, a rose, and we have for number three a capuchon. Take some time to look into the cards and see which one are you feeling drawn towards. Is it the number, the cards, what's written on it, or the objects placed over here? And let's get to your messages. The timestamps are in the description box in the comment section, and you can see it as chapters on the video itself. See ya! Hello Group 1, for those who have chosen Dare to Dream Bigger starting today card or the smiley badge, let's see what's coming in for you guys. Alright. Before we begin, let's just see what's coming in, the messages coming in from the book. Let me close my eyes. Alright, okay, the lotus which is over here, this is so many words. Usually there are all like these like quotes, or anyways, the lotus coming in, it's all about like stepping out. It's all about transmutation, fortitude, charging ahead, and any difficulty that may be there, it's coming in as a challenge for you to tap into your own inner strength, your potential. Your spirit guides may be giving you a lot of challenges, or in a way bringing about things that sprout a little bit of guilt or something or the other, realizations which are very much required so that you can accumulate all that you are and you go forward with your authenticity and feeling empowered. That is the energy which is coming through. The line where I have stopped is saying, it is not by chance that flowers are given for every occasion, even the most sorrowful. Flowers Flowers call forth images of peace and tranquility. It is their nature. Peace which is coming through over here. Bringing more peace will be into any situation will be essential. If it cannot be attained outwardly, bring in inner peace which will help you even make sound decisions. This may be a time to become more emotionally calmer too. And this was one which I wanted to, like, when I opened the page, because we didn't get any one quote, I looked at number 33, and this says, of all the words that you speak, how many are towards God? And this may also be talking about prayers, connecting with source, which will be very, very essential during this time. Is also coming through. Meditate is also coming in. Alright, so let's see what's coming through. Of course, with Dare to Dream Bigger starting today, it's talking about aim higher. Trust in your capabilities. If you feel there is scope, then let's enhance our skills too. Alright, so we have Six of Swords coming in, which is talking about traveling towards peaceful waters, letting go of the past, closing a chapter and moving forward. That is the positivity which is coming through towards a more meaningful life. And we have Strength also coming in, very interesting. Leo Major Arcana coming through. I'm sorry, my nose and my ears are blocked, so I may sound a little weird, but this coming in reverse is talking about there are instincts which should be tamed, not repressed, is also coming through over here. Letting go of fear, and remember, whenever you experience fearful thoughts, remember that fear is a physical state. So change that, snap out of it, dance it off, walk. Change your physical stance also. Don't keep sitting there in one position, alright? Apart from that, we have the Moon card coming in, which is Pisces and Cancerian Major Arcana coming through. Coming in reverse, this is talking about it is time for you to now tap into your emotional world and do some shadow work. Don't feel intimidated by your own self. Even your shadow self is a part of you, and it's time to embrace that. There may be certain kind of emotional healing and releasing which is very much essential. Look at the situation wholeheartedly, wholesomely. What is your heart? What are your emotions telling you? Are you being led by past experiences which are charging your emotions in a negative way, which are restricting you right now from doing what is necessary, from doing what is right, just because the past has been a certain way? It's time to speak your truth in order to go where you need to go. The fourth card coming in is the Page of Swords coming in reverse, which is talking about certain kind of clarity which is very much essential. In some places, Page of Swords is also someone who is a very good speaker, has very strong points, is like an underdog. But right now, the underdog is also underestimating thyself. So that is something which we need to let go of, because there's a lot of confusion that may be going on, cloudiness, or a little bit of evasive energy which is coming through. Not seeing the truth for what it really is, your own truth, which will clear many things and help you take positive steps to make positive changes in your life, starting with your thought, starting with what you believe to be true. At the bottom, we have King of Wands coming in, fire energy coming through, and fire signs are Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. With the King of Wands, this is talking about accomplishments, a lot of passion, victory, command, and this is the embodiment which will really help you navigate through these things, which may be causing confusion, may be causing you to undervalue yourself, or underconfidence that may be flaring things up at the moment due to defense mechanisms which may be at play. That is also coming in. And at the top we have Eight of Cups coming in reverse. Could be an ex-lover coming through, but I feel like there's this strong lesson of love, what love truly means, which may be coming to a close. And with all of that, there's self-love, which is also, which got invigorated. Let's move forward. I don't know what I was saying. I lost track of what I was saying. Just a second. With the swords coming in, air signs coming through, which are Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, there's a need of for you to become very clearly articulate or recheck what you're sending out is also coming through. You may be intending of saying something in a particular manner, but the one who is receiving it, the receiver, understands it in a different way is also coming in. So clarity of thought is also essential now, because you may be at the cusp of starting something new, and it is very important first to become clear of who you are, what it is that you want to do, and how do you feel about it. Also, that clarity, clarity is very much essential, so that we can articulate also with that insight, vision as we go ahead. Let's look into the oracles, the affirmations coming through. Spirit, what's coming in for group 1? What's coming in for group 1? I'm being asked, ask yourself what is holding you back today, or what has been holding you back. We have engagement coming in. Today I made the conscious choice to engage with the world in an active way. I'll take a new route and talk to strangers. I will smell flowers and pet dogs and maybe walk around barefoot for a while if I'm not inside a 7-Eleven. At the very least, I'll have a day that's slightly more interesting than average, and at the most, I'll have a startling epiphany or make a friend who will change my life forever. No pressure coming through. This could be a simple cue as to how to spark more excitement, have a little fun, do things differently. Maybe your intuition will guide you to avoid a route that you usually take, and you may suddenly decide to go on a bicycle, and that saves up a lot of time. And later on, you realize you ended up avoiding a major traffic. That kind of a thing is coming in over here. Being open is also coming through. The routine which is getting you stuck now is also kind of coming through. So add a little bit of flavor. Just slight. You don't have to do drastic changes. Just a little bit, which will enhance your energy also and uplift you, and in turn uplift your life. Don't take it personally. If someone starts to speak unkindly to me, I'll remember that they've got something going on that has nothing to do with me. Like maybe they just pooped their pants. Yes, that's probably it. um I feel since you have also gone through a period, you may have gone through a period of cloudiness, you understand the concept of anger behind an anger. You may have flared up because you were already feeling quite pressurized, and even in a situation which wasn't calling for it, you just blurted out, you broke, or that anger just flared up and things got out of hand or escalated unnecessarily, and later on you apologized and you learned from it. Maybe you may experience someone doing the same thing, and that is something that you have to understand. Apart from that, I'm not justifying that it is the right thing to do, but for the time being, don't take it personally. Understand that this person may be going through something, and they're not being able to allocate their anger where it needs to be allocated, or disperse it in any way. Apart from that, I just feel like, even if you're getting any kind of feedback, if you're confused, if you're just open for advice and everything, don't take it like word to word. Genuinely speaking, most of the people like to give very profound, nice, saintly advices, but very, very rarely do they ever use the same advice in their life. So just be aware of that, all right? If there are certain kind of red flags that you're feeling in a particular situation, but another person is coming in who you really trust, is a genuine person, just make sure that they're not projecting their own fears onto you, is also coming in. And and if you're really looking for an advice, then take the advice of a few more people and have a cumulative look over it. Like, what kind of advice that you get? Like, 4 5 people will be nice, or 3 people will be nice, like whoever you trust, right? Like your own family members, lifelong friends, and all of that. Okay, we have divine timing coming in. Everything is timing, and timing is everything. Gladly, I release my concern over timing and let things happen when and as they will. I trust that divine schedule makers know what they're doing. It can take a long time to reach divine middle management. You may be waiting for something to occur, certain kind of timeline which is being enhanced over here, which is why we have the routine also. Like this, all of these are just saying, like, there will be like a few detours which are essential, which may delay the timeline a little, but those detours will be very essential for you to learn, to grow. And while the destination, what you want to achieve, is essential, I don't know why the essential word is coming in so much, but enjoy the journey is also kind of coming in. Surrender the how is also coming through. Focus in the now. If there was certain kind of rejection, don't take it personally, but as a protection, because energetically it wasn't right at that moment for the divine timing to be right. The frequencies of you, of another person involved, weren't good, like weren't in divine perfection. I'm not saying strike for perfection, but just right now the focus is coming into inwardly. What is true to you? What do you really want? What are your true desires? And understand that you deserve them all, is the energy which is getting reminded over here. Let's see who is coming in for you today. Group 1, please. Thank you. All right. We have Jesus coming through with forgiveness. You are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father, healing is possible at this time. Healing relationships with your father or father figure will be beneficial during this time, and it is important, before forgiving anyone else, you need to forgive yourself also. It will be very, very essential, because sometimes we don't even realize we still have certain kind of emotional bonds to people who have hurt us, and we need to release that in order for the karmic balance to be restored, and for us to be emotionally and energetically free from the old that is coming through. We have, wow, very strong divine masculine energy coming in as guidance. We have Lord Shiva also coming through with transcendence. Rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. Om Namah Shivaya. Keep that vibe high. That energy is coming through. Make a wish on a crescent is also coming through. We have Horus also coming in with Cosmic Gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. There's healing which is occurring. Then we are embracing changes and not getting daunted by it, and knowing that divine timing is at work. And while that is at work, while it is ripening, there are certain kind of transmutations, metamorphoses that may be occurring on an internal level too. And with all of that, we are engaging with life more positively, and we are now ready and open to embrace the rewards of change which is occurring over here. Anything which is going out of our life, we are not taking it personally, but realizing that as we go forward in life, as we move forward towards a higher betterment, towards a higher good, there will be things which will be moving out. There will be habits which we need to change, even if it's thinking patterns, but we're doing it positively. And there's a lot of this higher guidance, support, recognition, which is coming through a lot. It's time to utilize your intuition and not suppress it anymore. See, Lord Shiva, when he is angered, when his third eye opens up, he takes the avatar of the destroyer, where he dances and destroys worlds. And with all of that, there's this, he levels the ground for a new world to be created. So it's all of that which is happening. You could have experienced a certain kind of tower moment in the past, recent past also. Let's see what the chits have for you. That's quite a few. This says a spiritual detox is a must. Retreat from the society, do some meditation, do some bath salt bathing, all of that, which will be very, very essential. Things may have been a little too sticky, and a little bit of retreat for rest and rejuvenation is essential. We have, this was a karmic debt you carried forward into this lifetime. It is now truly paid off and over, moving forward. So that, we also have karmic contracts which we take forward from past lifetime, like a lifetime before, and we fulfill the karmic debt by showcasing that we have learned the lesson, doing what is right. But now it is null and void, and you don't. And it's interesting that I was talking about karmic bonds, emotional bonds, and there's this release which is happening. Your energy is being restored consciously, doing release rituals and letting go of old energies, lingering energies of the past, consciously cutting the cords is the energy which is coming through. Negative experiences have been attached to you for a long time, caused self-blaming, and led to attracting the loop into reality. And I feel that you're becoming aware of that now. I've just spoken about these things. We need to let go of this. This talks about healing also. Sometimes when we are going through certain kind of hardship, and then this opening comes in, which brings in so much of inspiration, goodness, feeling good, and that just captures your mind altogether. Work opportunity comes in and you pull yourself into work completely. What happens is that we didn't really deal with this, but we moved on in life, and we think we've moved on, we've healed this thing, this experience. What we did was we took the attention away from this situation and re-empowered ourselves. But in that empowerment, by going forward and completely focusing on something else which was good for you, we never got the time of healing this, dispersing it, and completely eradicating out of our subconscious mind. And that is what is important now. Maybe a small analysis may be required. Like if a memory is coming back, a painful memory is coming back, allow it to come through. Embrace it. Think about it. Learn from it and assess how you have grown, how you may have dealt with it now, and does the pain still hurt you, Or is it a far-fetched ideology now? Become aware, like even if we can't release that thing immediately, even if we can't heal that thing immediately, acknowledgement is also part of the process, is something which I'm being asked to say. We have the fragmented and confused energy that you've been sending out is gone, and now you can bring new structure to your plans and your life. Get cracking, start planning, dare to dream bigger, starting today. Wow, this pile is really, really nice. I'm so happy. Your light shines upon many. Is there a calling? Some of you could be light workers also, with so many coming in, and prominent entities, sources, gods coming in from different parts of the world, arising from different generations, civilizations, coming in together. I am being drawn to say you are an old soul and you've gone through many lifetimes. And the things that didn't work out were karmic bonds and contracts that you had to fulfill in this lifetime so that they are no longer carried forward. That is also coming in. We have free yourself from complacency. Step out of your comfort zone is also coming in. If your dreams are too wild, it's time to move out of the comfort zone and for once give your wild dreams a chance, a go also. You're holding on too tight. Or you're holding on too tightly. Let go of control, allow it to unfold naturally, which is being said over here. For the divine timing to be right is also coming in. Sometimes when we start over contemplating about the divine timing to be right, it causes us to become impulsive also, irritated also, and frustration too. And we need to separate ourselves from that ideology. It can be very, very we can at times become very attached to a particular timeline, and at times it limits our own scope too, because we've become too stuck on that picture that we have framed in our future wall. Do you understand what I mean? I breathe in life completely. I am balanced, whole, and complete. Remember, you are safe, you are protected, you are wise, and you are loved. You are enough. We have the heart chakra coming in, we have the solar plexus chakra and the sacral chakra coming through, the mid points coming in of our torso coming through over here. And it's reminding me of a shield. You are a warrior. You are a spiritual warrior. You're a spiritual gangster. You've gone through a lot. Your experiences can help others also. But right now, there's a need to let go of certain things or just simply take a few days off, spend some time with yourself, do some spiritual practices, or add a few spiritual practices on a day-to-day basis. You don't have to meditate if that's not your thing. Some people just don't like doing that. Whatever it is, visualization, which is the breathing, a little bit of breath work, yoga, there's so many ways of practicing spirituality. Do that. There's a need of working with your ojas, OJAS, and make it more fluid, the energy around you, the aura, and it gets affected by your thoughts and the energy that you hold in your own self also. 1111 energy coming through. Become aware of your thoughts. You could be undergoing awakening, which is why we have so much energy of the moon also coming in. What is in the depths of your own personality coming forward and blending them together and balancing that out, balancing your divine masculine, divine feminine energies, listening to your intuition, your psychic abilities becoming grander, more signs, synchronicities, that you're becoming aware of. And the more you become aware of these signs coming from your angels, fairies, God, universe, source, whoever you believe in, spirit, the more they tend to give that to you, because they're trying to figure out a way of communicating with you in this 3D reality, not just through your dreams, but in the 3D realm that we believe so much in. Like, seeing is believing could be something that you resonate with, and if that's the case, then more will be seen and your belief will be enhanced too, is the energy which is coming through. I'm being asked to say this quote which I really love, and recently I realized who it's from. A quantum physicist, Max Planck: change the way you look at things, and the things you look at will change. That is what is coming through. The answer is there, the sources, resources are there. It's time to dream. And knowing that they can be a waking reality is essential now. That is what is coming through. So do let me know if this resonated with you, and thank you so much for your precious time. I hope this was insightful. Before anyone can believe in you, you have to believe in yourself too. Because right now the universe may be waiting with everything aligned, waiting for you to believe in yourself for the first few cues or opportunities to come through. Alright, so keep that in mind. Please do like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you so much for your precious time. And thank you so much for being part of the Moonian family. I love you all so very much. Take care and be safe. And until next time, love, light, opportunities, insight, growth, awakening, ascension, empowerment, and peace to you all. Om Namah Shivaya. Keep that vibe. Hi, my lovely Monians. Shukriya for watching. Hello, group 2. For those who chose the rose top, this was actually a top of a ring which opened up to a lip balm. So self-care, nurture could be coming in. And I always loved wearing this also. Like, I later on transformed it onto a ring also. Like, I stuck on to something, a ring base. Anyways, the one also, the card, love starts from within, with the year, yum, coming through for the heart center. That energy is coming in. And with the artwork over here, there's a lot of this oriental energy which is coming through, and I'm being reminded of a spa day, that kind of a self-care, self-nurturing, being in tune with yourself, being kind, gentle, inwardly, outwardly also, and loving life, seeing the better in life, seeing the positive in every situation. Like, what can you gain from it? That kind of a thing. Even if you are thinking more retrospectively, we are doing it with more love for ourselves, and open-mindedly, with no judgments. That is also coming through. Being kinder to yourself, compassion which is coming in, and as we bestow it upon ourselves, it flows outwardly as well. Just like happiness, love too starts from within. That is coming in. So let's see what's coming through from spirit for you. Let's keep it here. Before we begin, let's see what message is coming in through the book. It's so interesting. I had to do something completely different, but the moment I opened the book, I also opened my eyes without scrolling. I'm drawn to this one since my hand is over here. When jealousy raises its ugly head, even the ones we love become our enemies. This could be a matter of love that you may be healing, or this could be a confirmation coming through that healing is almost done, or you have healed this. And in this moment, this could be something of the past where it was a toxic situation, or where things got a little nasty, things were said quite like jabs. That kind of a thing is coming in, argumentative, where the pride came in the way for both. Anyways, and we have two doves also coming through, and a heart which is behind them, like white doves. That is a symbology which is also coming through. Spiritual guidance, spirit guardian, that is also coming through. And we have power over here. And my throat is doing a thing. Which page was it? Yeah. And it's actually the center of the book that I've opened up. 24 or 25 could be of significance. Power says, gaze at the waves with caps of white, standing tall like snow-capped mountains. They rise up and move forward with crowns of purity and power, majestic masters. See their motions relentless, unaffected by objects in their path, whether full of glittering large or small, tireless they know not the word obstacles. Power being confident that a few battles may be lost, the great war will be won. Conquerors. Determination, which is also coming through. There's a strong focus on love coming in, so I'm going to talk about it. So any kind of setbacks which may have been there, take them as part of your learning curve. You learned from those relationships of the past what you wanted from relationship, and sometimes it's very important to learn what you don't want in a relationship, so that moving forward we can appreciate situations, relationships through that understanding as well. All right, that is what is coming in. Let's go into the tarot. Do some heart chakra healing. Envision green rays, a globe, an orb cocooning you, being covered in green rays, and you can call upon Archangel Gabriel or even Raphael. I just stumbled in pronouncing his name because, I have a different way of saying his name. So sometimes for safety, I say Rafa also. We have Temperance coming in, Sagittarius Major Arcana coming in reverse, which is, again, when it comes in reverse, it does talk about there's a lot pent up in you. Conscious or subconscious, there is a lot of that. But we have to now mindfully bring it into our focus and allow certain things, setbacks, all that is pent up, riling you somewhere down the line. You need to let go of that past hurt, which requires healing, releasing, or certain kind of amending, which will heal a situation as you move forward. There's a need of balancing all that you are. You have fire in you, you have the water, calming and psychic water in you, and it's time to bring that into balance. You may have been in the yang energy or a little bit of this divine masculine energy that may be overflowing, yes, but overpowering your natural flow is also the energy which is coming through. Balance is important. Healing is important. A little bit of, there's a need of compromise, balanced compromise, like in a relationship also, understanding the other person, how they really are, the good and the bad. And how do we work around things in situations where we find each other at the fork point or opposing each other. That kind of energy is also coming in. How do we amend that? How do we understand how to agree to disagree that and come on the same page, whether inwardly? This could be, how are your thoughts, what you're saying outwardly, how is it contradicting your belief system? Is it contradicting or in sync with what you truly believe? Like, I'm just being said, like certain kind of self-sabotaging that may be happening, right? So we believe in ourselves, we know what we can achieve, where we are headed and everything. But on a day-to-day basis, sometimes casually saying things like, it doesn't really happen for me. Before anything clicks for me, it happens like I have to fail at it 2 times or 3 times, like all of that. Just become aware of it. I just wanted to say it. I'm not going to dwell in it. We have Page of Wands coming in reverse, feeling a little lost also, because there's this burden that you may be carrying and you need to let go of that. Maybe even talking to someone, to a confidant, will be helpful. For some therapy also, if you're open to that. I'm not saying you have to go into it. I'm just saying it's just something that I have to say, and I don't find it to be an appalling idea. Although I haven't gone for one, but I've seen wonderful things happening for people. Anyways, the Page of Wands coming in reverse is feeling lost. You have been traveling, you have been in different situations, and now is the time that you come back to who you are. So if there are some clothes which are no longer fitting you, it's time to let go of that. That is what is coming in. We have been trying different things. Maybe you have been on many projects which may be work in progress even up till now in some way. That is coming in. We have the Five of Wands coming in reverse, which is talking about, I feel, all this journey. Even if we had been wandering for a very long time, now we want something more solid in our life or a strong footing in our life. Even the travel was very important to clear off the what ifs in life. That is also coming in. If you find yourself, I'm also being asked to say, if you find yourself considering all the what ifs, understand that by lingering on, you are stagnating in the now, in a particular situation unnecessarily, where there may be many opportunities out there for you to grab. And it's like, no, time is now. The iron is hot. Strike while it's hot. That energy is coming in. And with all of this, wondering what I wanted to say initially was, I'm channeling so much. I'm quite amused because I'm not feeling well. But anyways, with the Five of Wands coming in reverse, I feel like you are becoming your own friend now. You aren't being your own biggest opponent anymore. And you're taking things in stride. And there's this perspective which is changing now. You are looking more inwardly for validation than outwardly as well. If there were outside influence which was like making you feel obligated to stay somewhere, attached to a situation in a certain way, attached to what others may be saying, you are at a point where you are moving out of that. You're pulling your power away into your own self. That is also coming in. And slowly and steadily, you're realizing perhaps their scope, or the transformation has already occurred, and this is saying that you have emotional control, or there's need of controlling your emotional world a little is also coming through. So if there's certain kind of clearing to be done, inner work to be done, do it is also coming through. All right. We have the Seven of Wands and the Hierophant also coming in. So many wands, very strong Sagittarius, Aries, Leo energy coming through. And the Hierophant also coming in. I'm going to keep them the way they came. The Hierophant, which is Taurus Major Arcana, another number 5 coming through. There's a lot of spiritual awakening which is happening, and you are making a stark change in your life. Hierophant talks about long term and stability, financial growth, prosperity also, but principles and organization, and the way these two have fallen out, I feel like you are redefining what your core values really are. This period has been very reflective, retrospective for some also, but you have been doing the work with due diligence is what I'm seeing over here. And there's many beautiful rewards which are coming in. You have found your inner power, and it is empowering you, and you are successfully navigating through anything that may be in the path. You are the river now, or this is the journey of you realizing that you are a river, or remind yourself of how it navigates, bends through the rocks, and still goes towards the sea, towards the ocean. That is what is coming in. a little bit of flexibility, which will be very important, because rigidity or stubbornness will not help you grow. It will help you master, yes, because you are stagnant. But after a few months, after a few days or years, you'll realize there's this need of growing, of opening your mind up. So the time is now to open and also to release certain things which are no longer in sync with your life. Are you holding on to principles or teachings which were ignorantly taught to you? Maybe as a child, growing up, you saw something in your family which may resonate, which you feel is the truth. Because with that understanding, we make that our reality, and in the past, we chose certain people who reflected the same kind of dynamics which you saw in your house. Is that making sense to you? Because I'm floating right now. But I feel like there's a lot of knowledge which you have, expertise which is coming in, and a lot of download. You could be a medium of sorts, even if you don't realize it. But you bring a lot of healing to other people is also coming in. Your words, your guidance, even your touch, or you considering your empathy. Apathy is also coming in, but empathy which is there, and like you putting your hand on someone's shoulder and giving out your wise words or boosting their morale. It helps them a lot, other people a lot, and now is the time that you boost yourself up to, is the energy which is coming through. At the bottom, we again have the King of Wands coming in, and we have the Queen of Cups coming through. On the top, this is like an overall energy. We are moving more into our strength, authentic self, and we are becoming the conqueror, and King of Wands is the conqueror, overcoming. He sits at a pivotal point, right? Not right now, but he is in a way at the top of the hill and looking outwardly. He gender fluid, both. They both can be he or she or they, however you resonate. But there's so much power which is there. Look at the mandala also radiating his torso, the heart, the solar plexus chakra, the sacral chakra, passion in him, guiding his way through. And that is where this is all headed. You're going to find a lot of passion in every realm, getting that passion being reignited towards your career also, or do something which makes you feel inspired each and every day. And if you do that, if you love your work, then kudos to you. That's a very beautiful aspect to have in life. It's a gift. Honestly, it's a gift. Anyways, this is more like in the now, in the more present moment. The Queen of Cups coming in reverse talks about certain kind of healing which is very important in order for you to wholesomely move forward. So something of the past may be coming in, and it's time for you to release that once and for all. Sometimes when the guilt and everything, if you spiral down into overthinking, or there's too much of the past coming into your mind, sometimes saying just simple words as go away, or what I use is fuck off. Literally, I say it a little aggressively, and I'm doing that, and I say fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. I'm sorry if that abrupted your flow, but it's empowering. Try it. That is what is coming in. Certain of healing is the essence over here, but I feel like you are now on the verge of creating certain kind of strong foundation for your life, and you're building yourself up. So if there is any kind of emotional clearing which is coming to the forefront, you are diligently doing that too, is what I'm seeing over here, and that takes a lot of strength to do that. So kudos to what you're doing. I want to talk about the Seven of Wands over here. The Seven of Wands also talks about the win of good over evil, and that energy is going on. It's like this, the hero's journey kind of a energy which is coming through. A few setbacks, and now self-mastery is the energy. Self-mastery of sorts. Before the whole thing comes to an end, the stages, like this is the second last or like third last stage of the hero's journey, the theory of it. That is what is coming in. Let's look into the affirmations. What's coming through for group 2? Spirit, what's coming in for group 2? What's coming in for group 2? One thing I just realized, I didn't see it. The heart and the balloon, which is over here, the heart-shaped balloon. The red balloon signifying it's time to release something for good, in order for the new to come through. And you are making space. This is the time to make space. So do some reflection work and really see what is no longer, what is now obsolete, even mentally. Like past pains, like relationships are said to be, so I'm not good enough, and all of that which you have been saying to yourself for a very long time. We need to become aware of what we are saying to ourselves, is also the energy which is coming through. Alright, thank you. First one, we have authenticity coming through, and we have connection also coming in. A soulmate will be on your way. You will be marrying your soulmate is also the energy which is coming through, or you're on the path of meeting your soul family, members of your soul family. Alright, authenticity says, authenticity is the name of the game. Whatever comes up, I will feel it. Whatever needs to be said, I will say it. Whoever doesn't get it doesn't have to get it. But at least they know it because I've said it. And that's way better than leaving a passive-aggressive note about it. Something in French is written right now. I don't want to use my head to decipher what's that meaning, although I can use Google. Oh my god, my throat. But I'm being a little lethargic. We have confidence also coming in. With this says, in this moment, I take a step back and look at myself with the pride of a good mother. I see an abundance of abilities and talents that show up all the time in big and little ways. If I could stick myself on a refrigerator, I would. I would invite all neighbors over and say, look at that, can you believe what an A+ that is? So beautiful. It's like there's this confidence boost which is coming in, and there's this warm hug which I can feel right now. Like my head was hurting, started hurting because I'm speaking from my mouth and I'm breathing through my mouth also at the moment. But now it's suddenly simmering down. I also feel like in the coming weeks, if there is something which has been causing certain kind of stress, maybe a project which is not ending or a deadline which is there, like a due date which is there, the moment you do it, that kind of a relief, you have delivered it, you have sent the mail, all of that, and then you feel calm, like that kind of a release, phew, kind of a energy which is coming through. Maybe you're waiting for a certain kind of result to come in, and there will be something positive there, or certain kind of healing, a reminder from the universe to take it easy with your health also. Let's not stress ourselves. Every negative energy or anything that makes us agitated, the levels of agitations, anger, anxiety, all of that stress, they all affect our body in a certain way. So become aware of that, alright? Just saying. Since we have so much love and everything happening, so let's see what kind of lesson are we learning or have learned. We have purpose coming in. What is your purpose? Your gifts and talents, whatever comes naturally to you, maybe you're not pursuing it, but it has clues to your life purpose as well. But they're very closely knit with your life purpose. This says you possess the determination and dedication to consciously demonstrate love, starting from within, empowering yourself, like see yourself as a battery and charge yourself with love, and that is the same you'll be able to give out as well. But make sure that you keep on recharging your batteries, and before extending your energies outwardly, make sure you are protecting yourself and have some energy left at the end of the day for yourself too, alright? The next one is release coming in. You have the ability to give over unwanted energies to the loving forces of the universe. If there's something negative that you're hearing, or you're feeling a little negative in a certain way, since I've already spoken about visualization, imagine a white light and disperse even the negative thoughts that may be coming in. Imagine sending out those energies, those thoughts into that light, and that light soaking it in and sending back healing, love, protection, all of that. Sometimes when I meet my friends, they're over after a few hours of listening and everything, talking. At times, conversations do take another turn, and sometimes I have to visualize it also so that I'm not overwhelmed on a personal level, energetic level, and I can give out some guidance. I keep on doing it, it's on a daily basis. We have responsibility. You are aware of the power of your thoughts and the amount of love you express. It's time to give it within also. And sometimes, if you're not finding it outwardly, maybe extending the same love and support to others is also doing it unconditionally without the expectations. Because you wanted to do it, so you did it. Because it made you happy. That kind of a thing is also coming through. Alright, I'm gonna keep these here. Let's see who is coming in. For you, pile 2, what's coming in? Who would like to speak to pile 2 right now, Spirit? I think we have quite a few. Let's begin. We have faith coming in, humanity and benevolence. Stay calm. Trust the good in yourself and others. See the light in the world. You can overcome anything, and you are such a beautiful personality, and you are very giving also. Pause to receive is also coming through. Balance. How can we recreate balance? We have White Eagle. Also, I'm being asked because of the 5 of Wands, which is over here, and I kept this and I was thinking of community. Maybe for you, you are realizing that you are elevating and your normal group of friends circle that you move in is no longer vibing with you. So if you wish to move out, move on, do that without judgment or fear is also coming in. White Eagle says ancestor spirit coming in. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. So there's a healing coming in over here also in terms of something ancestral karma, which you are coming, like putting an end to, is also coming through. Just because it has been happening in the past generations, even your parents' generation, doesn't mean that it has to repeat with you. Alright? We have Paul the Venetian. There is a lot of family energy which is coming in. Inner child healing also could be something that may help you. We have Paul the Venetian, experiencing grace. Okay. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. Be what you want to attract into your life is also coming in. Visualize yourself in full potential and see how that makes you feel. You don't have to visualize yourself. If you're not the imaginative type, you may have certain kind of adjectives which will describe you in your full potential. And how would that make you feel collectively? Think about that and bring that energy into the now, something which is being called upon. Alright? Let's look into the chits now. There's a very graceful energy which is coming in, like the winds are changing, and there's love which is coming in, guidance which is coming through. You could find feathers randomly, like in your house, even if you have a collection of feathers or you have a bird as a pet. I would love to have a bird as a pet, but my dad has always said since the beginning of me asking since a child that when they're meant to fly, why cage them? That's his thing. So we've just maintained that. But anyways, oversharing. Um, this too helps. Do that whenever you feel. Just move things around with the noise. It's fun that way. When you feel stressed, you may find feathers a little away from the usual place. I also feel if there's certain kind of guidance that you want in order, especially if you want to leave a situation or movement forward and all of that, you want strength, maybe calling upon Archangel Michael will be very, very beneficial for you. Spirit, what do you have for Pisces? Thank you. Alright, we have don't beat yourself up for having a big heart. Time will reward you beautifully. There's a lot of beautiful moments. Empowering relationships. It's now time to choose relationships which build you up. That. And don't beat yourself up. It's alright. I'm with you. I love you. We have, they will contact you if that's been roaming your mind. Don't overstress. Overstressing may be something, contemplation, constantly thinking whether or not someone will reach out to you, whether or not that call will come in, whether or not you are re-invited for another interview or something, some Zoom call, I don't know. Totally enjoy what you have earned and deserve is coming through. Know your self-worth, self-discovery which is coming in, and owning up to who you are. Even when you're looking into the past, connect that dot and create a line till the now and celebrate your growth is also coming through. We have self-love, care, pamper, and it's so in sync with the love starts from within. It's time to do this. We have healing is not a magic potion. It takes time. The quicker it comes, the quicker it goes. Put in the hard work for this healing to be long term. Healing is not always linear, and at times, after a certain age, if there are things which we haven't healed from, in totality, the residue of it is still lingering, then it will come back in front eventually when you're ready, and you can release that consciously, is also something which is being reminded. We have turn inward with a willingness to shake up your old unhealthy patterns and inner habits. Affirm powerful things for yourself, positive things for yourself is coming in. Some positive, empowering affirmations will be beneficial. We have surprises keep life fresh and interesting, and a surprise may be coming in for you is also coming through. And if there are deviations on the path ahead, let's take those deviations as positive detours and enjoy those moments, big or small. Enjoy those is also coming through. Moments of happiness is also the energy which is coming in, and making more moments, happier memories also. Look beyond material concerns. Your reward will arrive in another form, enriching you all the same. Maybe you're focused on one place, one door which is opening up for you, and in the meantime, if you stop stressing around, you'll see another adjacent possibility also opening up for you. That is also the energy which is coming in, and something which will be equivalently rewarding and more rewarding. But sometimes an initial release is important for that to be replaced by something more empowering, more fulfilling. We have transfer your worries into the white light. Transfer your worries into the white light. And I suggested that. Even if you're hearing things on repeat, it's a repetition which is happening because it is important. I just don't say things. I'm told things. Anyways, let yourself move forward with purpose and personal power. Create clear intentions regarding your new choice or path. And whenever you're seeing this, the next new moon which is coming through for you, set in certain new habits, new powerful affirmations, intentions for yourself, clear intentions for yourself. And we have 444 coming in. Wow. I'm not going to tell you what synchronicity happened, but anyways, I was thinking about 444 before entering this reading. You and your loved ones are protected, and your dreams too are protected. But the next steps that you take are very much vital for success. So, what will that be? And 444 is the energy of creating strong foundation. What do you want to build upon it? What will be your castle? What will your castle be like? What do you want to build upon? The foundation that you're creating, the platform that you are creating for yourself. Value yourself is also the energy. Because remember, love starts from within. And this is the time of personal happiness and healing, and that self-love, which is opening up a new door for romance also to come through, more personal life bliss which will be enjoyed. Spend some time with your loved ones also. Remember the small things which add value, which adds joy, satisfaction, harmony into your life. Listen to the smallest of symphonies playing in your life. That is the energy which is coming through. So do let me know if this resonated with you. Alright, thank you so much for your precious time. This is all that I got. Do let me know if this resonated with you, and share it with your loved ones if you feel this will benefit them too. Please do subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you so much for being part of the Moonian family. And yes, thank you so much for your patience too. I love you all so very dearly. Until next time, love, light, healing, empowerment, guidance, beautiful blessings, and abundant opportunities to you all. Om Namah Shivaya. Keep that vibe. Hi, my lovely Moonians. Shukriya for watching. Hello, Group 3. For those who chose the card Open Your Eye or this capuchon, I was just reminding myself what it's called. Let's keep this here and let's begin. This may be a time where you are being asked to open your third eye, working with your third eye, crown chakra, connecting with source, God will be very essential. Tap into your altered state and look at the picture wholesomely. Step out of the forest and don't look at the tree in the forest. Step out of it or fly above, rise above, and see the whole forest is also coming in. It may be just because something is seemingly routine, you have to look at things differently now, even if it's something very ordinary like a matchbox. But don't just imagine it being that perfect cuboid. Each and every matchbox will have its own personality, some misprinting or some blotting which is done, a few bends, how it's worn off. Each and every matchstick also, when this is a thing like having a blank canvas with you, a sheet or a booklet with you, and observing how an ordinary object is laying around and seeing it very closely, observing it and drawing it. That kind of a still life energy which is coming through over here. It could be pertaining to a particular situation also, that we need more information to have more clarity is also coming in. And look at the real picture is also coming through. Open your eyes, use your intuition too. Alright, before we begin this, let's just look into the book today and see what guidance may be coming in. Closing my eyes. Alright, finally. So, number 27 and 39 could be of significance. This one says, if a person hides his feelings, it is because there is something wrong with his feelings. questioning there, and this almost feels like someone who has been hiding their true feelings, that kind of a thing which has been kept repressed. And 39 says the search of self requires truth to the self. And we were talking about looking at things like how they really are, the veil which is going away, the illusions which are coming off, and you're looking at things in the raw sense, raw. And the truth, seeking the truth, is also the energy which is coming through. A good, clean minded person sees the good points of others. A dirty minded person is always looking for dirt. True. Become aware of who your friend circle are, who are you spending time with, what are you putting energy into, and what are you allowing into your energetic field, because we tend to become that too. So become aware of that is the energy which is coming through. Keeping things simple is also coming in. Sometimes we tend to overly complicate things. It's more about enjoying the simplicity of life is also the energy which is coming through. Let's look into the tarot now. There's certain kind of epiphany, realization, which may be occurring for you. Like you're saying things, but right now you're saying things and immediately you're realizing that there's an analysis that you're doing and you're understanding from what you're saying. Unconsciously saying something or with another motive, but you come out with a moral story out of it also. That kind of a thing is coming in. Like while saying things, you're also saying it to another person, you're also saying it to yourself in a way, realizing that. Very interesting. We are going to take all of them. Okay. The first one which wanted to point itself out is the Fool card, Aquarius Major Arcana coming through. This is a time of new beginnings, taking the leap of faith. But before that, we need to set certain things straight. We have Eight of Wands coming in. And Eight of Wands talks about quick communication coming through, a hand from the spirit coming in, the divine literally lifting you up is also the energy which is coming through. And I'm being reminded of buoyancy. Something which may have been hidden comes to the forefront. More information in regards to a certain decision, a new endeavor that you are thinking about undertaking will be coming in soon is also coming through. We have the Four of Pentacles coming through, which is talking about a little bit of possessiveness or overly controlling certain things. Someone may be a little possessive about you, obsessive about you, but there's a little bit of this restriction which is coming in. Apart from that, this may be also talking about budgeting, which will be very, very helpful for your finances at the moment. And we have the Magician also coming in. Self-mastery coming through, acing things up, putting up a shop, kiosk shop is also the energy which is coming through. But I feel like there's this special skill that you have, service that you have, which sets you, how do you say it, when you are you set aside the competition with that special unique thing that you can offer to others is the energy which is coming through. Or something that you may be specializing upon is being called for, I'm losing English today, not even fighting it. We have the Emperor coming in, number 4 coming through again, and this is talking about letting go of the ego is also coming in. Are we being too dominant? Become aware of that. There's a need of letting go of control and allowing things to grow and unfold naturally. That is the energy which is coming through. It could be that you are communicating, interacting with a person who is trying to act very dominant or a little bossy is also coming through, a little rigid in their mentality. And we have the Three of Wands also coming in, which is talking about step away from gossip is also coming through. But apart from that, the spirit is guiding you. The cues are there from this universe coming in, guiding you. The signs are everywhere, and it's time to open your eyes and see where or what are you getting guided towards is also the energy which is coming through over here. This is a very dynamic time is also coming through, very, very productive time. We have Six of Wands coming in reverse, which is talking about someone who there may be certain kind of delay in recognition, but during that time, don't let your mojo go just because the recognition isn't as grand as you planned. Alright? We have quite a few of wands coming through. With the magician coming in, there's this energy of Mercury coming through, and Mercury, at the time of recording this, on the 27th of September until the 18th of October, the last one of 2021, Mercury in Libra will be turning retrograde, so a very reflective time and a time to bring in balance also. So if there is oppression coming in outwardly, this is the time to stand your ground and speak up. Make yourself heard. The time of being submissive is gone. Now, I'm not saying you have to be aggressive, but instead of reacting, respond. Come up with, hold your truth. You don't always have to show your aggression or use harsh words. Even the harshest of messages can be said in the most graceful, respectful, and loving way. Because at the end of it, the point is for you to convey your message to the other person, and how they understand, you have to understand that also. Keep in mind that before speaking out jargons, technical jargons, which they may not understand. We have 10 of Cups coming through, which is talking about fulfillment, union also, and happy family, wishes coming true, energy coming through, fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, which I'm feeling over here. We have the King of Cups coming through. This may have been a person, maybe you're interacting, your partner may be a person who doesn't always openly, the two people which I'm going to talk about, who may not openly express how they feel. At the very end, there's another person, or may have this side of theirs which is very giving to others. But sometimes this person emotionally relies on very less people, very, like, you can count those people, but this person is emotionally very reliable for other people, that kind of a thing which is coming in over here. Doing a lot for others is also the energy which is coming through over here. But I see emotional growth which has occurred, and your emotional world also in your control now. And the next step is for the ego self to step down, and your higher self, the ego self, to be in the service of your higher self, which is why we have the eye opening also occurring over here. And now is the time that you listen to your intuition, because this is a person who is very much in sync with their emotions, very much in sync with their intuition also, very perceptive. This person or you could have prenominations also, insights which come in, visions which come through. Daydreaming may be a thing for you. Pisces is coming through very strongly over here. Yeah, I was talking about the Mercury retrograde, right? So Mercury is in the Magician. So Mercury is rules Gemini and Virgo, and Emperor Capricorn energy coming through over here. Aries energy coming through over here. We have the Five of Cups also coming through. Someone may have taken you for granted and is feeling quite confused. There's a labyrinth over here, and it's time to move out of the jigsaw puzzle and see the missing pieces already in your hand or in the room. It just fell off the table. That kind of energy is coming through, because the fifth cup is being offered by the universe. It's time to see that also. All right. We have the Eight of Cups coming in reverse, which is talking about you may have been on a journey of learning what love is, and that is coming to an end. I feel maybe if you have been seeing 999 a lot, that may be signifying that you started with the cycle of ones, of understanding who you really are. The journey began of independence and higher understanding, deeper understanding of who you are, doing the healing, mastering your own skills, mastering life, you being the creator, manifesting things. You know what you deserve, and you're slowly moving towards that, cheering on life, letting go of the focus of materialistic world or the grasp of it is also coming through. Any kind of obsessiveness, you are letting go of the obsession. You may keep the habit or you may keep the thought pattern, but you're not overly investing in it, like where it becomes unhealthy. That is also coming in. So you know what is healthy for you emotionally, physically, mentally. That is what is coming in. And now is the time that with, I'm floating. Okay, what I wanted to say was with the 999 was that, like, you have been on a path from 1 to 9, and each and every cycle, number cycle, had its lesson that you learned from. And I feel now you are coming to a point where you know who you really are, your true self. That is what is coming through. And we have the Queen of Swords also coming in. You may have let someone go, and this is a point where, with the Emperor and the Queen of Swords coming in reverse, I feel like it's time to open yourself up emotionally, is also the energy which is coming in. Um, there's a need of discernment which is coming through. You have this capability of telepathy, that gift of yours. It's time to sharpen that, is also coming in. Become aware of how you are articulating, because at times you can come out very strongly, very powerfully, that may awaken someone to defend themselves, especially if they haven't healed properly. That is also the energy which is coming in. So, soften the blow in a certain way is coming through over here. There's a need for you to know when you need to know how to set in healthier boundaries, because if you're a person who keeps on giving, it's good that you do give, but sometimes there will be people who see the opportunity of perhaps judging the cover to be naive or gullible and keep on taking. Now, even if you become aware of someone overly taking, you give because you feel maybe there's this dire need of this person to keep on taking. I'll give. But till when? Till when? Maybe this was something which happened in the past, and it's now time to let go of that and not beat yourself up just because you didn't see the red flags, and just because your heart is good. Let go of that. Even the excess, the extreme point was important in any way. But now that you have learned what your extreme is, how even your body was saying enough, maybe, like, intuitively, bodily also. You needed to learn that. That was part of your learning curve. Understand that. And now is the time to ace that also. Utilize it in the now. I also feel like mentioning, I was just trying to construct what they were trying to say. With the labyrinth over here, the confusion that may be there, I still feel like, even if things are shifting around, even if situations are asking you to be emotionally riled up in a way, you still find a lot of inner calm. And when you're making decisions, you're still feeling that calm, which is a little different flavor from what it has been in perhaps the last few months. And when you feel that calm, there's no anxiety, nothing, just calm. That's also a very strong from the guardian angels that you are on the right path. Alright. We have Nine of Swords coming in and the Six of Pentacles also coming through. See, equal give and take comes in. When Six of Pentacles comes in reverse, it talks about overly giving. And that is the balance that we are becoming aware of now. Equal give and take. Pause to receive. Nine of Swords talks about the stressful nights and everything which are needing to come to an end now. What are your dreams trying to say to you? Don't just see your dreams objectively, but subjectively also. And since I've said that, I just want to pull out a few cards. Why not? Alright, I'm just going to pull out a few cards. Let's see what comes through, alright? Spirit, what does group 3 do? Alright. Let's just do what really does come out. I'm gonna take this one for sure. There are a few. Alright. Drowning. Water in dreams universally symbolizes emotions. So if you're drowning, this indicates that you're either under a lot of emotional stress or afraid of being overcome by intense emotion. I was just called to read the last part. However, it could also symbolize a retreat to the womb prompted by feelings of helplessness and dependency. And if you want to recreate this energy, sitting in bathtub is really, really nice. Or even swimming pool, but bathtub is very, very nice. It brings that energy of being in the womb, which we all know. We have feeling trapped, crushed, imprisoned, confined, or buried alive. In a dream are variants of a theme that normally carries the same meaning. You feel someone or something is squeezing the vitality out of you or holding you back in waking reality. In waking life, not even being able to scream suggests that your voice is not being heard. The dream may indicate that you've intuitively understood your situation, have looked at possible options, and have been unable to find a way out. In other words, part of being stuck is to do with indecision, which may be reflected in this card over here. Let go of the pride is coming in, even in terms of you trying to understand the reality, the whole picture, and everything. You have to let go of pride and fear or judgment. Confinement dreams can also be a way for your unconscious to tell you that some of your patterns of thoughts or actions are somehow impeding personal progress. This might, of course, be to do with a relationship. This kind of dream is often a potent wake up call. You need to reevaluate and refresh. It's time to find new ways to move forward. This energy, keep it here. Now we have time. Okay, we have technology. During Mercury retrogrades, technology do take a hit, so be aware of double check your email and be careful with your gadgets. If you're having tea with your laptop, just keep them in safe distance. Computers, laptops, and tablets occur very commonly in dreams, so do heavier pieces of hardware such as elevator or escalator. Often the technology malfunctions or proves frustrating in some way or other. If it's a computer, your files may get deleted or corrupted, or you're unable to access them to receive messages or emails. If it's an elevator, the mechanisms. Hence, devices that malfunction in a dream show that we aren't in as much control of a situation or relationship as we think. In your interpretation, consider the purpose of the technology. A dysfunctional email system may imply that you're struggling to connect or communicate your true feelings to someone, or being insufficiently clear or emphatic about your needs. There's also the sense of realizing at the end of it, you may be doing things unconditionally and you have a lot of unconditional love in yourself. So let go of the expectations, is also the energy which is coming in, and allow this unconditional love, this pure form of love, to grow in you, bloom in you, is also the energy which is coming through over here. Knowing that what you truly can control are your responses and your actions, so bring back control into that. What is this? See, there are many, like, how this one is crouching, this one again, and I don't know what this is. City, maybe you're thinking about changing, shifting locations or something, but there is this Nine of Swords energy coming through very, very strongly, which was at the bottom. Where is it now? Where have I kept it? Anyways, it was there somewhere here. This one, it's the same thing, like no sleepless nights, a little nightmarish energy which is coming through, a lot of stress which is there, and then subconsciously it's getting played out in different ways through different masks. Demon or monster, we all have our demons. When they appear in dreams, some grotesque or scary form, they may represent emotions we've been repressing or hiding. An alien or monster in a dream can have a similar meaning. Your dreaming mind is encouraging you to come to terms with something that's inwardly plaguing or intimidating you. The problem may be an emotion as such as anger, fear, or anxiety that has gotten out of control and morphed into a malevolent force. Alternatively, it might be a situation that's gotten out of hand, or a person who refuses to listen to you, respect you, or take your feelings or wishes into account. Maybe they have taken advantage of you, possibly by exploiting your good nature, and we were just talking about that over here. The potential of it, maybe in the past. Since monsters are a fiction, the dream could also be suggesting that to your unconscious mind that you see your delusions for what they are and get real. What's been plaguing your mind? The last one, we have buildings. Buildings tend to represent your sense of self. Pay attention to what kind of building it is. I wanted to talk about houses because the way you see a house is a representation of how you connect with your body, with yourself also. Pay attention to what kind of building it is. If it's your home or a house, this suggests that your personal life is your paramount concern at the moment. If it's an office or factory, professional life may be your preoccupation. If you're inside, or are you on the ground floor, upstairs, or in the basement? Generally, the main floor represents the present moment, the lower floors, your shadow aspects, and the upper floors, your higher self. Being outside the building may convey a feeling of being detached. Any doors in your dreams could suggest opportunities, while windows could represent your openness to new ideas. Any stairs may be a comment on how you feel about your social status, or else they could refer to a period of transition. And the ceiling represents what you may feel is limiting your progress. Sky's the limit is the energy which is coming through over here. I'm gonna keep these aside. Alright, that was quite a lot of information there. New beginnings coming your way for sure. Looking at things in a different way. The sun coming out again. Who's coming in for pile 3? I was just called to read them throughout, otherwise I would have just picked up whatever I wanted to say about the dreams. We have Diana, focused intention. Think about what you desire, set your sights high, expect the best possible outcome coming through. Bring into focus what you want to manifest in your life is also the energy which is coming through. Believe in yourself is also coming in. You are lovable, you deserve the best is also the energy coming through over here. There's a lot of victory which will be coming in. Someone is saying you are a natural beauty, not gender specific, of course. We have Kuan Yin also coming in with care and compassion. Wow. Choose to be loved. Do what is right for everyone involved. Offering a helping hand. See, you do help many people, and that's what people also admire about you, that you are so giving. You have so much love. Karma releasing will be important. Move beyond drama, create your own path, make room for good energy with Saint Germain. And we have Cernunnos with life force coming through. Express your driving passion, sensual and sexual powers are increased. And we have Soul Flame also coming in with Radha. Rediscover a lost part of yourself, experience relationship harmony and healing. Divine feminine energy is coming through, and there could be a divine union coming into play also. You have a very compassionate side. There's this motherly instinct which I'm seeing over here of care, protection, also the fierceness of the protector, and you have a mother vibe. Don't take me wrongly, but you soothe many souls is also the energy which is coming in, and even coming up with people who are taking. That's their immaturity, that they feel that you are gullible or naive, that you won't see that they are taking from your plate. That kind of a thing is also kind of coming in. So you may have attracted particular kind of people, and now you are evolving, and with that maturity you're valuing yourself highly, and you are uplifting the platform which people have to walk the stairs, climb the stairs, is that right? Climb the stairs and then come to you, because you're valuing yourself highly and you're rippling out that energy too. Is this energy which is coming through? Let's lastly look into the chits now. What is coming in for Brooklyn? What's coming in for Brooklyn? What's coming in for Brooklyn? There we go. Alright. These are the least amount of chits I've ever got, but it's fine. We've done some extra things also. We have unconditional love increases when expectations recede. I just don't say anything just because. And Kuan Yin coming in with unconditional love. Wow. Wowzer. We have invest more time on yourself. You've given enough time to the situation connection. Now is the time to bring attention onto you. Bringing back the power to yourself by not giving attention to something which has been sapping your energy. There are stories which you're re-narrating, keeping you karmically bound to such patterns. Free yourself from old remedies. Group 2 could be of significance, but I feel like there's a need of changing how you comprehend any kind of loss is also kind of coming through. What are you saying to yourself then? And on a daily basis, what are you telling yourself? Or you believe in something very differently, but when you articulate, when you talk to your friends or something, you sabotage your growth is also something which is coming in. There may be patterns which are repeating again and again, and now is the time to dive a little deeper and start thinking, starting with what frame of mind made you choose the pattern once again. That kind of a thing is also the energy which is coming through. Karmic patterns which are repeating right now, and the universe is testing you that whether or not you have really opened your eyes, whether or not you have fully understood the lesson before moving forward, because it's important for you to keep protecting yourself also. That is also coming in, because when you are in a relationship, I'm just saying, you truly give, but has that person earned it is also something that you have to discern, if that makes sense. The last one is, if it truly feels good, it probably is good. Enjoy the moment coming through. And it's interesting, when I was talking about, even if you're making a decision, you may be feeling quite calm bodily as well, and that being an indication that your intuition, your higher self is also guiding you towards it. And also, of course, if it's a decision which feels good inside and out, you should probably understand that it is good, and we shouldn't be doubting it. It's the energy which is coming through, because we need to enjoy the moment as well. It's time for you to shine with the magician coming through. Let the past be in the past. While we are embracing it, let's enjoy the music of the now is also the energy which is coming through over here. Become aware of repeating patterns. Sometimes in order to invite change, we have to be the change, and that is what I'm seeing over here. Choosing a more positive path, choosing a more positive thought. Maybe in your personal time, if you have been doing some particular spiritual practices, it may be time to try something different also, is the energy which is coming in. Because any practice that you do, don't become codependent on it. That is not healthy at all. That is not healthy at all. Like, if you are praying to God, don't do it out of fear. Do it because you love doing it, because it makes you feel good. That, do it authentically with the right reasons, is the energy which is coming through over here. So do let me know if this resonated with you, and thank you so very much for your precious time. And please do like, share and subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you so very much for being part of the Moonian family and for your patience. I love you all so very much. Until next time, love, light, healing, empowerment, ascension, clarity, strength, manifestations, unconditional love to you all. Om Namah Shivaya. Keep that vibe. Hi, my lovely Moonians. Shukriya for watching.